Hi, I'm Jill Johnson-Young. I want to talk to you for just a few minutes, I promise, just a few, about why it's so important for us as clinicians to understand dementia, to be able to see it, to be able to hear about it when someone comes into your office talking about either their own experience or someone in their family that's driving them crazy and they can't figure out why they're so tired because of weird behaviors, why they think that a family member has depression when you think about it, sit with it, reflect on what you're hearing, what they're really describing is dementia. I want all of us as clinicians to make a difference in how dementia is impacting all of us. It's going to touch every one of our lives. It's going to show up in your treatment room. It doesn't matter what population you work with. If you work with littles, their bigs are going to experience dementia. If you work with trauma, you may still have someone who has dementia. Or you work with them with trauma and they return years later and say, there's something else wrong. And you can sit with them with that open mind and really hear what they're saying and say, you know what? We need to get you to neurology. I'm going to give you some resources. I'm going to be here with you while we figure this out and afterward. Understanding dementia, all 12 dementias. Yeah, 12. It's not just Alzheimer's, folks. And Alzheimer's is a dementia. Dementia is the umbrella term for all 12 of them. If you can understand all the dementias, or at least know where to find those resources and their descriptions, if you know what the first signs are, if you know that the average person developing dementia hides it for a full 2 years, knowing that there's something wrong that they're terrified of, because nobody wants dementia. If you know that the fastest growing group of dementias are the folks under age 65, and if you know now that with COVID, we have a whole new kind of brain injury that has dementia-like aspects that we don't even fully understand yet, but we know it's there. If you know all of that, you're going to be able to meet your clients from a far better place and do a much better differential diagnosis. And you'll be that clinician that when a physician sends you a client who is their patient that they know has dementia, but they don't want to tell them. So they send them to you and say, I think there's depression. Could you help? If you can be that person that says, there may be depression, but I'd like you to send them out. I'd like them to get to neurology. I'd like them to get some labs. I'd like you to do the medical side of things so that I can do the therapeutic side of things, so that we can take this patient of yours from being the 50% who never hear their doctor say that they have dementia to that 50% who understand what's going on and can make plans and can be in charge of their care for as long as they can and get things in order and say the things they need to say before it's too late. It's a powerful place to be as a clinician, to be able to offer that to somebody. I guarantee you will not finish your clinical career without running into someone with dementia who doesn't know it. Guarantee. You can be the one who can provide the best help, all the resources, all the stuff they need, the list of things they need to get done, which, by the way, you find on my website. You can get that for them, and you can make this experience for them a lot less traumatic and a lot more supportive. It will make you a much better clinician. It'll also probably help in your own family because With this hitting 1 in 8 of us, it's going to hit someone in your family too. I don't wish it for you. I know it to be true. Please come find me at jilljohnsonyoung.com. You will find upcoming trainings for Dementia 101 and Dementia with COVID and Dementia and Grief. You will find referral sources for every single one of the dementias. You will find descriptions of the first signs and symptoms of dementia. You'll find resources to send people to. You'll find some practical resources as well. And you'll find a link to my online grief support group, which happens on the third Saturday of every month at 10 a.m. Pacific time and is free of charge. We welcome all. Again, jilljohnsonyoung.com. Come find me.